you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gon' be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I get you. Born made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was
Yeah. What up?
You ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people trying, it ain't in prison. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation, they be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the frenzy, they can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline, it take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes, yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize, you can't find another me. Let's get focused, want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to
Classic. My dog Ted said, run that new intro back for the one time. 333 in the chat if y'all want to see my new intro again, man. We got a new intro. New intro alert. Classic. New intro alert. 333 in the chat if y'all want to see that intro one more time, man. Let's get it. I'm only going to do this once. Ted said, run that intro back for the one time. Let me see what the chat say, man. We got to take a vote. Yeah. Passport Sco said 333. What up, Big Sco? What's going on? Lulu said 333. Oh, God. 333. Oh, God. Oh, they said run that back. Y'all want to see the intro again? Hey, man. Hey, I got a chat. That I don't tell no, man. Let's go. Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger.
in my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa, scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever rewarded. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. They said run it back. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Let me fire that thing up. Let me see who in here, man. Who all up in here? Souls of Thought. What up, big dog? Conversation with Soft Rain. Hey, Sco. She said Passport. Sco said, hey, Rain. What up? Everybody getting acquainted. Henny, what's going on? Sonny, what's going on? Tez, what's going on? Roxy, what's going on? Everybody that can't type, what's going on? Lulu, what's going on? Yeah. Chat 333. Diana, what's going on? Love your music. It make me feel powerful inside. And the words are real. I love real all day long. Thank you, King. When are you all coming to Georgia? Updates coming soon. What's up, Diana? How you feeling? How you feeling? She ready to tap in. We ready for
Classic.
you. Yeah. Hey, look. We got a great show tonight. Is everybody toxic, chat? Is everybody just toxic?
Classic.
Huh? We say it's the women. We say it's the men. We say F the kids. We say it's the elders. It's their fault. They ain't tell us shit. We say it's our fault. We in the age of information. We supposed to know.
Classic.
Is loyalty real? Is that what's going on?
Classic.
Oh, we finna crack the codes tonight. Let me get situated, man. Let me get situated, chat. Let me yeah, mic check.
I'm only gonna do this once.
There she goes. Let me see something real quick. Sonny said, yup. I think we got it. Hey, look, listen, man. I was thinking about it earlier, right? And depending on what situation or circumstance it is that you're speaking about, I mean, it's like everybody toxic. You know, you can say, oh, well, the females, they be on the, and then the women point back like what the men, and then everybody got good points, and it's like you call it down the middle, and you get to looking around, and then this person think they got real friends, and then and then like, and it. This shit bad, chat.
Remember this day.
It's bad, chat. Money, what's going on? Tez 499 super toxic. Run the intro back again. He said 499 to run the intro back again. Hey, listen. Y'all keep sending them super chats. Y'all can monopolize the whole show now. If you keep sending super chats, you can monopolize the whole show. For the 499, let's rock.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell.
You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't say nothing?
Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't say nothing?
Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't call?
Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't? Damn.
You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't?
Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul.
Oh no.
They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm a hand to my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic.
One more time, shout out to Tez for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, broski. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, they going crazy in the chat. They said the intro is lit. What's up, Yay? What's going on, man? Make sure y'all shop 6 Society, man. Yes, sir. 333. What's going on, man? Yay, I know Yay seeing the video of me on that surgery table. He like, that's me right now. My dog finna bounce back from that ACL and that meniscus for sure.
Classic.
Shout out to the dog, Yay, man. Make sure y'all go shop 6 Society, man. Sonny said the intro. Yeah, he said classic montage. Yeah. Kira said fire. Shout out the whole gang in here today, man. We finna have some good ass conversation. I know what it is now. Look, everybody said go live late tonight. I asked y'all earlier when I appeared on the Tez Down show. If y'all didn't see the Tez Down earlier, you know what I'm saying? I popped up on the show and we had too much fun in public again.
Classic.
Listen. Guilty. I'm self-snitching. We had way too much fun in public. Again, man, if you didn't catch the Tez Down earlier, make sure you go subscribe to the Tez Down and go restream that live,
Classic.
man. Yeah. What up, Kasem? He said in the building, what's happening with it? 333. What's going on? So look, we're gonna start off tapping in with Ari Lennox. I think I have a thing for toxic energy, she says. I think I have a thing. Now, listen, they told me I was crazy, chat. Y'all was there. They told me I was crazy when I said I think women genuinely can't make themselves like nice guys. I think they genuinely like effed up N-words.
Classic.
Listen, I didn't design it, so I ain't gonna take the blame. But I do have to keep it real. I think women, my notion after hours and hours of analytics and data here on my sociology platform, we're over 1.1 thousand videos. You know
hey, y'all, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Genuinely have drawn the conclusion that women, they be like, I think they smarten up way sooner than they're actually physically able to get themselves to go mess with a good dude or a nice dude. I think they smarten up mentally way before. But they just, the nice dude, the good dude, he just doesn't do it for her. Huh? I know it's hard to believe. Listen to Ari Lennox. Y'all think I'm capping? Listen. Watch this, fellas. Don't listen. Don't shoot the messenger.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy. So I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have been me if I recognized the security in those individuals at the time. And like now I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
What do you think it is that attracts you to like toxic energy?
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something. I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. Sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I felt I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like,
it's the thrill.
Yeah.
It's the thrill of it.
Yeah.
What's
absolutely.
your sign?
Listen. oftentimes I'm not quick to buy it when women be selling us the bull. But this is her being genuine. She's really struggling, chat. She wants to like a nice dude really bad. And she can't. She can't do it, chat.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
She like, gee, she glitching. She like, yo, like, I know what's best for me. I know what's best for me. I know what I need. When I think in my mind, I know what I need. This is what I need.
Here.
Thank you.
That's what she's telling us. That's what she's telling us. She said, I know I need that, but this is what I go for.
I just want to come up and talk. Is that all right?
Come on. I wonder if guys ever look at a woman who is beautiful and then she opens her mouth and then he's like, what a shame. What a shame.
Classic.
Are we all toxic? Fellas, don't pile on too tough. Don't pile on too tough. We up next. Don't pile on too tough. Is everybody toxic, chat?
Classic.
Oh my God. Oh, they sending bread in. They not going to listen. I tried. Sko, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth because that's what I do on my platform. I was trying to act like I ain't see the bread come in because I want to get through my segments. He said, run the intro one more time. Money. I said for the he said top tier vibes with you, 2K and Hamp on the DPMO salute. Hey, what up? The work. What's going on with it? Appreciate you, brother. 333. What's going on? Yes, sir. Appreciate you tapping in. Hey, Sko said, run the intro one more time. I told y'all I got a chat that I don't tell no. If y'all keep super chatting, y'all can run the show. Hey, he said he want the intro again. Fuck it, let's do it again. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing?
International.
You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay. You can come up from the bottom. Classic. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important.
I'm only gonna do this once.
From the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic.
Oh yeah, we here, chat. We here. Today I got time, cuz Lulu said people like to be dramatic. They need to find their equals. Some chicks like edgy dudes. She's struggling. Passport Sko said, bro had that whole Vic Theater jumping. That's my bro. Yeah. Gratitude, Big Sko. It happens quite a bit. Yeah. Ye said lame/chill niggas gotta take L's till women gain common sense after being dogged out and had they fun wild as hell. Yeah. Hey, listen, we gonna it's bad, G. It's bad, Passport Sko said. So she pretty much wants somebody that's gonna cheat on her. Listen, all we can do is let them
Classic.
It's what we do here. We let each other talk, man. We just listening to her. I'm just hey, conversation with Soft Rain said, at least she taking accountability. Shout out to conversation with Soft Rain. Shout out to Rain. That was my Rain impression, y'all. Hey, Ye said this is genuinely unfair, but hey, that's life. Yeah, life ain't fair, man. In the words of Mr. McBride says it a lot more abruptly. He says, what he say? He said, at this point, everybody just gotta choose a 304. I said, damn, for real? He said, yeah.
I'm only gonna do this once.
That's bad business. Nasty work. Nasty work. Let me see what else y'all said. Okay. We caught up. Yeah, chat. So let's move off of Ari, man. Let's move off of Ari. The chat had a lot to say. The ice has been broken. You know what I'm saying? We can oh snap, I just showed y'all the next one. But yeah, we could say that we learned more of the truth today. We had an honest woman today giving us the truth. Now, is it the truth that will set us free? I don't know. But at least we got the truth.
Classic.
Hey, appreciate you, Ari. Let's move. All right. BenDaDonnn. Hey. So hey, Ben got one of them names where I remember I was getting ready to give. I was a best man at a wedding, right? And I stood up to give my speech, like the what was it? The maid of honor. She gave her speech at the reception first, right? And then I stood up and was like, everybody looked up like, oh, here we go. I was like, damn. That's BenDaDonnn, one of them. You say BenDaDonnn name, you like, oh shit, here we go. Yeah, man. Let's shout out to BenDaDonnn, man. Let's tap in with Ben. Ben gonna talk about some harsh reality that he learned as a jit, you know what I mean, as a youngin'. Let's tap in with Ben. You can always expect some harsh reality from Ben, some dark humor. Let's go.
I learned younger, like a woman could just up and dip.
Yep.
So all I can do is be preoccupied with what's gonna help me and further me in life.
Daddy.
Because back when I was focused on loving and being a good and being so lovey-dovey, that's when the motherfucker you over Nate. Now you the man, you too sweet, too nice. That's when the motherfucker be like, yeah, they'll leave you.
Daddy.
No, I'm dead serious. They'll leave you. So that's why I'm to the point now where it's just like stay focused on your grind, and the right motherfucker gonna come in your life. I learned younger, like a woman could just up and dip.
Yep.
So all I can do is be preoccupied with what's gonna help me and further me in life.
Daddy.
Because back when I was focused on loving and being a good and being so lovey-dovey, that's when the motherfucker you over Nate. Now you the man, you too sweet, too nice. That's when the motherfucker be like, yeah, they'll leave you.
Daddy.
No, I'm dead serious. They'll leave you. So that's why I'm to the point now where it's just like stay focused on your grind, and the right motherfucker gonna come in your life.
Man, listen, it's always it's always the 30-second clips, man. When the dosage is potent, it's always small.
Classic.
Hey, it's always the 30-second clip, bro. So much right here. So, hey, learning the nature of the woman, right? He said he learned, like, man, listen, they could just up and dip. This ain't even me. Y'all know how I get out. I'm not even here to bash women and none of that. If God made something better than a woman, I don't want it. Respectfully. So this ain't no bashing, but it's one of them things where like the design and the nature of the woman is the thing that they have to fight off in order to be monogamous to your ass. So when we talk about the nature of a woman, we have to embrace all the challenges that it come with, so you know what she fighting against to stay true to you. And the same goes in the other direction. And when you start learning the nature the hard way, because a woman you was dealing with succumbed to the nature on you, on your heart.
Classic.
You ain't gonna stop dealing with women. Shit, I know I'm not. Now, these days, a lot of brothers have given up. Classic ain't one of them.
Classic.
So look. So when you understand the nature, you understand how you got to tread in the waters. You still got to cross the water to go get to go hunt and gather. We still got to cross the stream to go hunt and gather. We just know it's alligators over there.
Classic.
Now. We just know. We know, okay, we got to go through there, but there's gators. So we got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful. You feel me? And that's all that is. But then furthermore from what he said, when he's talking about, you know, I still got to focus. I still got to go grind. You know what you going to do? No, it was more to it. Hold on.
Like A woman could just up and dip.
Yep.
So
we just understand volatility, emotional volatility breeds this tendency. This ties directly in to the Ari Lennox that we just covered. Ari talking about she thinks that she has a tie to that toxic energy. She's attracted to it. She got an issue with it that she trying to work out within herself. So guess what? Ari will go try to deal with the good guy that she can't force herself to be attracted to. Guess who that is? Ben, before he came to this realization. Me, before I came to this realization. Whoever else you is watching this before you came to this realization. So she's trying your nice ass out while you're still in your nice guy era. She's trying you out, but she can't make herself like you, gang. But you're all in. You're all in. You naive, nose wide open. And then guess what? She break your little heart.
Classic.
Listen, I don't even know anymore if anybody trying to hurt anybody. We just missing each other because of life's just the way the shit works.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Am I tripping? Chat, am I tripping? Have I lost y'all? Did I lose you? Did I? Come on, chat. I know I'm not tripping, man. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on. Lulu said, some chicks like edgy dudes. Passport Sco said, bro had the whole Vic Theater jumping for show. Lulu said, people like to be dramatic. They just need to find their equals. Passport Sco said, yay, what's good, bro? The work said, love focus is a lose-lose always. That's a fact. Love focus is a lose-lose. Expound on that for us. Expound on that, the work. You could talk in here. You good. Henny said, you heard the women were upset at Houston Rodeo because dudes weren't approaching them. LOL. Toxicity ain't good for every man. Sonny said the priority should always be the purpose. Say that. You right. For me especially. Passport Sco said no lies detected. Okay. So I must be cooking. Look, I must be cooking. Let's go.
All I can do is be preoccupied with what's gonna help me and further me in life.
Daddy.
Because back when I was focused on loving and being a good and being so lovey-dovey, that's when the motherfucker you over, Nate. Now you the man, you too sweet, too nice. That's when the motherfucker be like, yeah.
You heard him? Too sweet, too nice. Too sweet, too nice. So look, ladies out there that's watching this that got a man. All the women, because I got some good women follow classic codes. You know, over here, we tell the good women be louder. Shout out to the Queen Codes.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? To all the women that got men, right? When listen, hold on. Let Reverend Ben say it again. Let Reverend
nice. That's when the motherfucker be like, yeah, you over, Nate. Now you the man, you too sweet, too nice. That's when the motherfucker be like, yeah, they'll leave you.
See what I'm saying? So next time your man be in the a-hole, the next time you feel like, oh, you just such a jerk sometimes. I can't stand you. Why you so cold with me? Realize that's what y'all want. Yeah. No, yeah. Y'all like that.
Classic.
They like it. Chat. Fellas in the chat. Have I lied? They want an a-hole. Fellas in the chat. If your woman would rather you be, fellas in the chat, come on. If your woman would rather you be too mean and have to work on softening up versus being too soft and have a work on a backbone, put a 1 if she rather you start off too mean and have to work on getting soft. Put a 2 if she rather you be soft and have to work on getting a backbone. I want to see what y'all think. I really want to take a census because I'm about to crash out in a minute. Look, the harshness of reality sometimes is something that we are all unwilling to accept. You can't be nice to your joint, G. You can't. And look, you love her too. You love her. But if you soften up, G, she gonna dry up. You soften up, she dry
Classic.
up. Physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You soften up, she dry up.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It's how it works. Look at this. 1, yeah. 1, yeah. 1, yeah. He said crash out then. That's what y'all be here for. No, don't see. See, it be your homies, G. It be your homies. I remember these dudes was finna jump me, and Big Skull was there. It was just me and him there. We had a whole bunch of females with us. That's not important. Look, these dudes finna jump me. Big Sco seen me corner. He came over there, got with me. Motherfucker didn't come over there to try to de-escalate at all.
Classic.
What y'all trying to do? Oh, okay. You want to die with me. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's what's up. Hey, Black Mona said 333. What's going on, Black Mona? Let's see. Strix, Ari Lennox, question mark. Yeah, I just covered Ari. You have to go back. She was the first segment. Yep. She was talking about how hard it is for her to like good men. Richard said they number one kink is the unthinkable. That'll tell it all. Interesting, Richard. I don't know what you mean by that, but interesting. He said people lose focus on future/goals when they are wrapped up in a person 100%. Then when they up and leave, you lost. Experience-based opinion. I like that. I like that. Experience-based opinion. You should put that on some merch. That's hard. Passport Skull said it is what it is. For sure. Man, let's move off of BenDaDonnn, man. Giving us Reverend Ben always coming through with the life lessons for sure, man. Dave E-Sease and Fabolous had a conversation, right? So we're going to stay in the TikTok world real quick. Let's move off of this real quick. And we're going to stay in the TikTok world. Dave E-Sease and Fab had a conversation about knowing where to place people. We're going to tap in because, again, we talking about is everybody toxic? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people jumped out and said, yeah, we all toxic. Now, me personally, I don't think I'm toxic, right, chat? I think I'm an angel, chat. You know what I'm saying? Sent straight from Orion's belt or something. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think, you know, if you ask me, nothing's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, said, oh, wow. Okay, Rigid coming through with the dark consciousness. Dave E-Sease and Fab had a conversation about knowing where to place people. We're going to see what we think about this. And is everybody toxic, man? Because I think this is kind of crazy.
I seen you say this. You got to know where to put people. You got to know, all right, we cool, but we ain't cool like that. You heard? Because I saw that. I'm not gonna approach you about what I saw, but I saw that. So something about you made you feel confident enough to know this nigga was talking about me. You play like you cool with me, but then you get what I'm saying? So you got to just understand what's going on. I bet.
I
you
like
say
bet.
Bet.
You like what?
Bet.
I like tests as a friendship because it lets you see where people where they're gonna be or where they would rather be. So if somebody expose they true colors, you know, sometimes you gotta chip the paint to see the true colors. So if you just looking at the wall and it's just white, but you scratch the wall and you see it's black on it, then you know what it really is. So I even when people show themselves, like, you just gotta let people show who they are and believe them. That's it.
Yeah, I seen you say this. You gotta know where to put people. You gotta know, all right, we cool, but we ain't cool like that. You heard? Because I saw that. I'm not gonna approach you about what I saw, but I saw that. So something about you made you feel confident enough to know this nigga was talking about me. You play like you cool with me, but then you get what I'm saying? So you got to just understand what's going on. I bet.
I
You gotta
like
say
tests as
bet.
a friend.
Bet.
You like what?
Bet.
I like tests as a friendship because it lets you see where people are.
No, it ain't no bet, chat. Ain't no bet, chat. If you around people that see me ill, they see me in an ill light, you with them.
Classic.
Folks. Ain't no bet. You with them. These folk look at me a certain type of way. Maybe we don't know how serious it is. Maybe they'll do something to me or try to, because God bless them. You see what I'm saying? But like, ain't no bet, knowing where to put. Y'all really compartmentalizing y'all enemies. G, talk to me, chat. Let's have a nuanced discussion. Y'all don't have to agree with me, and I ain't saying I'm right. Y'all compartmentalizing y'all enemies, folks. Y'all keeping your enemies close. Y'all really following them type of rules.
Classic.
This the thing about me. Like, that's why now, even as an adult, I do individual sports, right? I box, right? Then on top of that, I'm rehabbing the knee, as y'all saw in the intro. Cool. So I'm finna start getting into track workouts too. Individual sports. You know why? Because team sports for me was ass.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Go look at my code language on collaboration, and they'll let you know how much I need to be on teams. I don't need to be on teams. I can be on teams. I can be on teams. Who on the team? Who? Listen, when you tell me, hey, come to the function, I'm definitely a who all gonna be there type of
classic.
Gee, I'm not good at playing pretend. I'm not good at playing pretend. He talking about, yeah, bet I know where to put you, place you. I don't know how to play pretend. I don't know how to play pretend. If you was talking crazy, if the last time I spoke to you was 9 years ago, and 9 years ago you was talking crazy to me, right? And I ain't seen you since. If I see you tomorrow, I'ma ask you what's all that shit was that you was talking about.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I don't know how to. Oh, that shit old. It ain't no. I don't know what it is. I don't know nothing. I'm gonna get some clarity in the most aggressive way I can.
Classic.
I need understanding. What's that you said you were saying when you said what you were saying when you said it? Yeah. Y'all compartmentalizing ops. That's nasty. That's why. See, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Rest in peace to Selena.
Classic.
Motherfucker, hey, y'all keep playing. Y'all will let the people right next to you do it to you. I'm telling, not me. Not
right
me.
Now.
Okay. Y'all, all right. Okay. Let me see something real quick. What y'all talking about in the chat? Because that's nasty. Compartmentalizing ops is nasty. Roxy said, honestly, one. Yeah. Drill. What up, Drill? You got to be reasonable. You got to be a reasonable a-hole. Yup. In a real way. Sonny said, I completely agree with this. Yeah. Black Mona Lisa said, it's the ones that say they not toxic that's toxic. Uh-oh. Shots fired. Blick. Locksmith said, when the money goes, will the honey goes, will the honey stay? When the money goes, will the honey stay? Depends. C Breezy said fire. Yeah. Sonny said, at Black Mona, right? Henny said too. Mine say I'm too aggressive, but she ain't went nowhere. I'm not changing that. I'm a man. You say that, and that's why she ain't going nowhere.
Classic.
Hey, they'll complain and stay, won't they? Hey, I say that. Ye said my enemies need to stay far away from me. Yeah. And money, he said that intro is fire. Appreciate it, C Breezy. And matter of fact, for the bread, and my dog Ye said my enemies need to stay far away from me. Well, since we got bread, this is the appropriate song. Let's go.
Yeah. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Bad energy, keep it far away from me. Don't do no tossing and turning. I go to grind when I can't sleep, accepting the crumbs no more. Remember the times when I couldn't eat. Heart racing, remember the times when I couldn't breathe. Been a minute, know they want me to talk. Took a minute, had to learn how to walk. Grease trip, I was walking it off. Mediterranean, swimming in salt. 3 yachts, cause I opened the vault. Meatloaf, put the island on pause. Mountaintop, fireworks going off. Yes, abundantly blessed. Still working like I'm under duress. Still can talk like I sit at that desk. I overwhelmed, you under-impressed. If I gotta slide, I'm making a mess. That's why I pray for respect. I'd rather be labeled a threat than somebody you could play to the left. On a mission to win, I had a couple of friends that I had to lose. Some of the lines are thin, they come to picking a side, you gotta choose. Breaking your stride, I busting a move. Slander they try, I'm sucking my tooth. Calling my ops and making a truce, they had to go, I gave them the boot. Ain't wishing you well, I can't even root. Ain't wishing you hell or hoping you lose. Ain't wishing you nothing or speaking your name at all. But you cannot tell the same truth. The people was feeling like dragging my name through the mud, and the people came to you. There was a different type of pain from you. Out of all the people you should've knew. Bad energy, keep it far away from me. Don't do no tossing and turning. I go to grind when I can't sleep, accepting the crumbs no more. Remember the times when I couldn't eat. Heart racing, remember the times when I couldn't play in your face. Feelings change, they stay in your face. Why? Play with your name, trying to play the blame game. I don't wanna play. Feeling some type of way. What you want me to say? You could be on your way. I ain't lost nothing that was supposed to stay. Pray to God, but it shake their weight. On a new mission, had to pivot. I've been moving different. Yeah, I must admit it. Clearer vision, moving with persistence. Gotta be consistent. No time for tripping. Clock is ticking. Gotta go and get it. Ain't got no time to sit around and worry about your feelings. I gotta go. I'm CEO. I gotta handle business. No, I ain't paying for no nails. My plates ain't 150. I got some things I'm trying to scale and you ain't coming with me. How you take it from me? Why you claim you running with me? You can't be done with me and acting funny with me. You can't be talking about me while claiming you keep it 100 with me. Let me help you out from here on out. You ain't nothing with me, but I suggest you watch your mouth before this gets bad energy. Keep it far away from me. Don't do no tossing and turning. I go to grind when I can't sleep, accepting the crumbs no more. Remember the times when I couldn't eat. heart racing. Remember the times when I couldn't breathe.
Classic. My dog said that music fire. That's $10 well spent, ain't it, C Breezy? Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Appreciate you for the super chat as always, man. Little treat for the chat, man. Y'all talking to me. Let's talk. Today I got time, cuz. Ye said facts. I need to know who's sliding before I put any clothes on. On God, I need to listen. I ain't even getting dressed till I know it ain't gonna be no mess. Kira said, Henny laughing. Kira said, friends should be able to call you out on your BS. I know I'm not always right. I don't want friends that always agree with me. I agree wholeheartedly. This be my thing, Kira, because I agree with this with everything I got. You know what I don't like? People will start seeing you different and stay around you. That's what I don't like. What I say on the second verse of that song, these people will play in your face. Feelings change, they'll stay in your face. Play with your name, try to play the blame game. I don't want to play. Feeling some type of way, what you want me to say? You could be on your way. Yeah. Get the fuck on. Yeah. However you feel, you right. Go ahead. Roxy said, facts. I'll pass if the wrong one coming. Just one hard pass, not handing out free passes. I feel that. Sonny said, I took it as once you understand who a person is, move accordingly. What that mean though? Because they were saying know where to put people, know how to place them. So what that mean? You still gonna have them around? You still gonna have them in your network? I'd rather just people, some people be like, don't burn bridges and all that. That's for people who money hungry. Oh, there may be opportunity. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with you. If it's some bread that I gotta get with a op, I don't want the bread. I genuine. I ain't talking about playing like I don't like you. I really don't like you, but it's some money to make with you. If it ain't some money we gonna make throwing hands, I don't want it.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Now, if we gonna make some money and with some gloves on, let's get paid. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about genuinely dislike. I'm talking about you really don't like this person. The only bread I could make with a man that I do not like is throwing hands. If he say, hey, I got a couple million for us to settle our differences with some 16s or some 10s.
Are you making another beat, daddy? And Genius is my dad.
Classic.
Oh, we talking about money?
It's gonna be that simple. But other than I'm not doing no business with you and I don't like you. Shit. Hey, listen. I done been broke before.
Classic.
And it wasn't. Hey. I done been broke before. And it wasn't that bad.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It really wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that fucking bad. It wasn't. Depending on what level of broke you been in your life, it's not that bad.
Classic.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? You niggas don't know what it's like eating peanut butter and jelly. Nigga, you had something to eat. You know somebody who ain't got nothing to eat?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Niggas be broke and privileged at the same time and don't know they should be grateful. I ain't talking about nothing, chat.
Classic.
It's crazy, man. Henny said you move like you're he said you move like that. You're the enemy too. I'm staying away from you. Yep. Black Mona said bad energy, keep it far away from me. Yep, facts. See, Breezy said, bro, the music is fire. Excuse me. Richard said, how can I buy this? I want to spread this. I got a way for y'all to tap in. And I got some fair exchange for us coming up. Everybody just be patient with me, chat. I got something I'm putting together where we gonna have the music thing situated between me and you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have everything good. I got y'all. Just be patient with me. I'm putting it together. Sonny said, acting like Homer Simpson disappearing into the bushes. Yeah. Tez Down said, I'm not going around people. It is what it is. Yep. I'm an introvert for real. Listen, I could have did 3 years of the pandemic. I could have did 3 years. Henny said, many have died keeping ops around. Yep. Rated RKO, keeping to yourself solves a lot of problems. Absolutely. My phrase is, it be people. Drill said some bridges, you just can't cross at all. Listen, I keep some gas for the bridge. Light that manga up. Black Mona said, yeah, once it's a bad taste in my mouth, it's a done deal. I can't even play like I like. Yeah. Fuck that bread. Tez Down said, but did you die? Quicksilver, everybody separate for self. How will this get better? People will be finding their tribe again. If people stop playing fake and playing phony with each other, they might look up one day and be like, damn, I only got 3 people in my circle, but the circle authentic as shit. We solid.
Classic.
Yeah, if you stop playing fake and phony, you know, if your web big as hell, then you just real good at being a chameleon. Kira said, never ever do business with people I don't like. Nah, can't do it. Conversations with Soft Rain. I mean, y'all not gonna hit the like button. Yeah, that's nasty. When they do that's nasty. Conversations with Soft Rain, it's gross when they do that, isn't
I'm
it?
only gonna do this once.
Oh my God. They come in your house, they keep their shoes on, they go in your refrigerator, they don't wash their hands. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, man, from the fifth floor shit. The fifth floor. Sonny said nope. Doing a dash. C Breezy said, I'm riding through the city bumping the music. Man, I appreciate you, C Breeze. You got what kind of subs you running, bro? Passport Skull said, I do not want to be in any other place but home. Skull said, I love it at home and I love my woman. Say that, Skull. Skull gonna let you know how much he liked the house and the spouse every episode. Hey, look, shout out to Dave East and Fab. Know where to place people, man. Let's move. The chat talking to me today, man. It's Thursday nights might be our thing, chat. Until we figure out, you know what I'm saying? We might, the RSC, we might have somebody else come, you know, Thursday night right after this type, but we might have something. We might be doing something here, chat. Let's go. All right, look. Question of the day. This for y'all. I'm going to drop the link. In case anybody want to come holler at me real quick. You don't have to cam up if you don't want to. If you want to actually talk to me by voice, here go the link right here. Y'all can tap in and holler at me. Question of the day. Link right there in the chat for y'all. All right. When someone shows you who they are, should you believe them immediately or give them grace and time to grow? That is the question of the evening. When someone shows you who they are, should you believe them immediately or give them grace and time to grow? Oh, C Breezy running them 12s. Oh, you got that rattle. Hey, C Breezy, I ain't gonna lie. I done got older, bro. I be running the 10s now. I don't need the 12s. I don't need the 12. The 12 too much. The 12 too much. The 12s are how the police playing with
Classic.
you. But I ain't gonna lie. The thump is unprecedented when you got the 12s. I'm talking about the speakers, y'all. I asked him what speakers he was running. He running the 12s. You got 2 of them or 4? If you got 4, I know you in a truck. You doing too much, C Breezy. That boy in the South somewhere. Yeah, they get carried away. 415s. Can't hear nothing but bass. You don't need to know the words. Shit, Red, what up? Yo, what's the word, gang? Come to the gym in the morning. That's the word. Bring your ass to the gym. Passport Skull. I do not want to be in any other place but home. Yeah, we caught that one. Drell said, it depends on the person for real. Talk to me. Tell me more, Drell. Question of the night. When someone shows you who they are, should you believe them immediately or give them grace and time to grow? He said it depends on the person. Richard said, this time I forgot. Thanks, Rain Music. Yeah. Roxy said, we should believe him because why are we giving them grace when we don't know them? Tough crowd, Roxy. Okay, I feel that though. Stand on that. Passport Skull said, I have 112. 112 is perfect. Or, I like a 10. A 10 is a clean kick. Oh, you in Columbus? Yup. I got family in Columbus, man. I might catch you when I'm around the city, man. I'll be through there every now and again. Shout out to Big C Meeks. Hey, Sonny said, believe them immediately. When do we extend grace, y'all? Ye said, believe them. Character speaks volumes. C Breezy said, no, it doesn't. Believe them off the muscle. Okay. So when do we extend grace? Do people have to earn grace? Do they have to have a continued pattern of positive and good behavior for you, and then all of a sudden, do something out of character and you'll extend them grace because they have a track record of things for you to go off of? Is that the thing? Do we earn grace? Do people build up grace over time? I really want to crack this code because it seemed like y'all are being very, streamlined on it, which is fine because ain't no right and wrong answers here. But I'm asking y'all, when does grace come into play?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Lakers fanatic, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Hello, guys. What's going on with you? My dad's favorite team, the Lakers. You all right with me? That's what's up.
Remember this day.
You all right with me? Anything my pops like, I'm cool with, except for the Washington Commanders. You know what I'm saying? It's the Cowboys over here. We not any Commanders fans. You know what it is when you come in my chat. Play nice.
Huh? What you was gonna do?
If you like the Giants, come in my chat, play nice, because I'm on all that with you. I'm on all that.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
Yeah. And especially if you with the Philadelphia Eagles, you come in my chat, I'm walking your ass down. Back to the subject. On God, back to the subject. Drill said, an apologetically genuine person deserves some grace, but people who constantly step on boundaries doesn't deserve grace, in my opinion. Okay, so you saying it's nuance and you got to play it based on the context of the situation. I respect that. But you accepting apologies? Because, see, I don't be accepting. It'd be like, you shouldn't have, like, you knew what you was doing when you did what you was doing. You would have to, you know what it'd be for me, Drill? I have to question your intentions, right? I'm going to measure your intentions. I'm going to take out my ruler and I'm going to measure the intentions of what was the wrongdoing, right? And then what could have caused you, said person, to do me wrong in this capacity? There's a misunderstanding clearly because you're supposed to be my woe, right? So what's really happening, right? So if I can measure somebody's intentions and know like that ain't them, you know what I'm saying? They just had you feel me? I might have some grace. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have some grace, but I'm gonna measure the intentions. An apology ain't gonna get it done. Anybody with a mouth and a tongue could say sorry. I ain't gonna too much listen to nobody just talk to me good than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna do that. Kira said definitely depends on who it is and what the situation is. Yeah, Drell said, hey, DC for life. Okay. Oh, you with the Commanders. Oh, you with the Commanders. Okay. I should give your ass a 1 minute timeout just to play with you.
Yo, turn the car around. Give me the walk.
Yeah, he with the Commanders. Okay. We see you soon, Drill. I'm gonna let you rock though. You know what I'm saying? You cool. I'm gonna let you rock. Just, you know what I mean? Be smooth. See, Breezy said grace is not given, it's earned. So you got to build up grace. Okay. Now we starting to get somewhere. Ye said, I don't believe in grace unless I completely don't know you and you don't know my boundaries. Okay, so you extend grace due to ignorance and naivety. If somebody doesn't know something, you extend them grace the first time because you have to establish parameters. Once you know said parameters, you know not to cross my boundary. You cross my boundary, I'm going to hold you accountable for knowing exactly what you was doing.
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. That's it.
Shout out to Ye for that one. Lulu said, trust takes time. So you have to earn trust. Okay. Some people say they give it until you show them a reason not to. Everybody that's here, hit the like button for me. See, Breezy said, just like respect, it's earned, not given. Okay. Hey, earn the respect, earn the grace. It's a tough crowd in here. People put on major fronts in the beginning. Lulu, why you think that is? Is that insecurity? Or is it just intentional manipulation? Because that would mean that if most people put on a front in the beginning, and it's not due to their own insecurities, but instead it's due to manipulation, are most people inherently operating out of deception in some form of evil?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Oh God, money, 1999, look around, don't know who to trust. Got to be careful these days. People are wicked for sure. That's my ish for the 1999. You gonna get to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my joint too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody turn the speakers up. My dog C Breezy hit the 12s, dog. You know this one got a little extra on it. Let's go. Oh yeah, to the best chat in the world. 333 in the chat, man. Let's get active. Today I got time, cuz.
Today I got time, cuz. Nothing surprised me.
Yeah.
Double-edged sword.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Look around, don't know who to trust. Nah, for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain M's. Can't say the number, they apply against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the gym. Come to these bars, I only play above the rim. Boy, I'm Thomas Shepard. Long sleeve with the corduroys. Really came to get buckets. Purnell with the defense. Too slick, you can't touch me. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, I'm stacking the budget. When I win, ain't none of it lucky. Tapped in, I got it from nothing. Stay ready, preheated the oven. Just did a theater, I'm still in recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was jumping. High speed chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition, this look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business, catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise,
no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening steel. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell counting losses till you count the wins. If I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, look different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand my fight, then we got different hands. Yeah, different song. I'm talking about different days. I'm talking about different tribes. I'm talking about different clans. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by it till I'm ashes in a can. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled.
Oh my God, let's go.
Classic.
Shout out to Kira for the super chat. Shout out to Kira for the super chat. Appreciate you. Look, she said trust takes time. See, Breezy said just like respect is earned. Okay. Drill, you with the Cowboys? You with the Cowboys, Drill? You know what? I knew you was all right.
Classic.
I knew you was all right. You with us? You with my peoples? Sonny said actions will always outweigh an apology. Drell said apologetic as in behavior. So you saying if a person's behavior demonstrates that they're genuinely apologetic, then you may extend grace. So you saying that a person gonna stay behind the 8 ball with you until they work their way out of it. They gotta earn grace to get out the mud. Nasty.
Classic.
Nasty. You putting them through a whole process. That's hazing, ain't it? Richard said, I'll let you slide. You just have to work harder to not be unimportant to me. Damn, Rigid. Hey, Rigid.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
Hey, I swear to God, Rigid is one of the angels on my shoulder, folks. Hey, I swear he is. He is one of the
classic.
Oh my God, G. Hey, Roxy 333, what up? Ramon said experience tells us believe muckers the first time they show you. I hear that, Ramon. What's going on? See, Breezy said, I can't wait till RSC comes to Columbus, Georgia. I'm in the building. Oh yeah, where you at? You're not too far. Black Mona said, run them likes up. Yeah, for sure. Rated RKO said, I feel you, Rigid. Yeah, Chicago Red said that one was fire. You could do a drill to that one. Oh, come on, man. Listen, he said you could do a drill to that one.
The Chicago nigga.
Listen, unfortunately, Drell said yes, for surely a Cowboys fan. Oh yeah, you with the gang. Yeah, Sonny said Rigid. Sheesh. Yeah. I agree with Ye. Yep. Kasim said, I know grace given before it's earned is the purest form. That kind of grace extends trust, benefit of the doubt, or forgiveness ahead of any proof that it's deserved. Most people can't do that. And you know why they can't do it? Because they can only do it once.
I'm only going to do this once.
Yep. Once they get hurt, trauma.
Classic.
It's over with. Once they get hurt, all that's over with. That benefit of the doubt. Hey, I make fun of men who be given the benefit of the doubt. My girl wouldn't do that. Oh, you a old benefit of the doubt ass nigga,
Classic.
Huh? If you as a man start a sentence with my girl would never. Hey, listen, she might not, but you as a man should know better than to say some shit like that. Simply Momo said, I'm with Rigid tonight on my mama. Hey, why I know what that meant. I'm with Rigid tonight on my mama. Show me what that bag. Fuck you mean, baby? Oh, she's in his pockets. Ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nobody gonna hit the link. That's crazy. I thought somebody wanted to talk to me. I feel alone, chat. I'm a victim. Ramon said the real question is, can we afford to be played too many times? How many times is too many? I know some men and some women who know how to dust themselves off and try again. I'm talking about they got an endurance for the emotional beat.
Classic.
They be taking L's and they sign right back up for another L. Chicago Red said that beat go crazy. Oh yeah. Passport Skull said look around, don't know who to trust. See Breezy said Phoenix City, 10 minutes from Columbus. Oh, you up the street. Passport Skull said doing the drill to it is crazy. Yeah, Lulu said apologies ain't nothing but a lie waiting in the wing. Henny said fire. Drell said, nah, I don't put people through a test. I just sit back and move accordingly. I see that. See, Breezy said, that's why I don't like light-skinned women. I was hurt by them. Damn, trauma. Sonny said, I'm giving the people a break. You giving people a break? I feel that. Sometimes you just got to, you know what I'm saying, keep to one's self.
Classic.
Beautiful conversation on the question of the day. All right. We got the code language conversation, and today the code language conversation is going to be about patterns. All right, like we always do with the code language, we are going to look up the book definition of patterns. All right, and then from there, let me see, patterns as it applying, people patterns. All right, so yeah, let's do it as it pertains to humans, because it's going to show me a whole bunch of patterns for floor tiles and all type of shit. Let's see. People patterns are the recurring, predictable behaviors, actions, and emotional responses that individuals or groups display over time, often driven by habits, upbringing, or underlying psychology. Recognizing these patterns, such as communication styles, decision-making, or stress reactions, allows for better understanding of motivations, improving communication, and anticipating actions. Okay, so again, the first component of this, the reoccurring predictable behaviors, actions, and emotional responses that individuals or groups display over time, often driven by habits, upbringing, or underlying psychology. So again, when y'all just said y'all not giving out too much grace, right? And that's why I asked, when do we bring grace into the fold, right? Because if somebody has an established pattern, and then they behave outside of one's established pattern, y'all don't give grace for that? It's almost like 100 yeses is equal to the 1 no. You know? And listen, maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I'm just objective. So when you're objective, you may come off that way, but I'm not the most gracious and merciful and forgiving person. I'm not with all that shit. You done me dirty, go on ahead. It's enough people on earth for me never to have to see you, talk to you, deal with you, do nothing with you, get some money with you, nothing.
Classic.
It's enough people on the planet, gang. I really believe that. It's enough people on the planet. You can get the fuck on. So I'm not the most gracious and merciful and all that person and forgiving and all that myself. I'm not. But I do believe, logically speaking, and for general advice sake, I don't know that I would tell a room of 1,000 people to be like me. You see what I'm saying? I think I would tell people that they should recognize patterns. And if somebody has a track record of the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And then one day they outside their body, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I would be more inclined to figure out what's going on with them, especially if it's somebody who I claim I love. All right, you acting outside yourself. What's the demonstration? And look, and if it's something that you don't want to talk about, cool. But I'm knowing you acting outside yourself, so maybe it's room that you need. Because if you lashing out, you might want to be left alone. Let me know.
Classic.
But to be like, damn, I ain't got fuck all that. You acting crazy with me. Ain't no grace for you, no love for you, no nothing. It's like, I don't know if that's always the right way to go about it.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Objectively speaking. You know what I'm saying? This is a pattern. Patterns is some shit, man. And then my chat GPT, Shorty gave me some notes on this, right? She said patterns are the repeated choices that people make in relationships that eventually shape the outcomes they claim they never wanted. That's what my chat GPT said about patterns. Patterns are the repeated choices people make in relationships that eventually shape the outcomes that they claim that they never wanted. Interesting that chat GPT would give almost like a definition that's closer to negative, right? Because I would think that patterns could be something that somebody's repeating in a relationship that breeds them the outcome that they hope they wouldn't have gotten, right? Or no, get the outcome that they want. I would think some people will have good patterns, right? Patterns to keep the relationship. I said it the way she said it in different words. But yeah, I would think some people have patterns that sustain and maintain and prolong their relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that breeds efficiency. It said patterns, people say they want peace, but choose chaos. Ari Lennox, right? Many people don't choose patterns, they choose familiar emotional patterns. Okay, it goes deeper. Toxic relationships often feel normal because they resemble past experiences. I see you, Sonny. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you get situated. If someone keeps wave at me when you're ready. If someone keeps encountering the same relationship outcome, the pattern may be the real story. And then it says this ties directly in, right? Because Ari Lennox realizing her attraction patterns, Fabolous and Dave E-Sease talking about placing people properly based on their patterns and tendency, and then BenDaDonnn talking about the unpredictability in relationships, which is a consistently inconsistent type of pattern, right? So there's a lot to this. What's going on, Sonny? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Everybody 333. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Everybody 333 for Sonny. Yeah, the chat pulled up. Yeah, but we'll move off of this code language on patterns. Yes, Lord. How you feeling tonight?
Good. I actually said in the chat I was giving the audience a break today because I know they think when I come up here I'm about to run my mouth for the next 15 hours. So I was
what? They love you.
A break today.
They love you. They do. Look, you see that? Look at the chat. Look, they love you. 333. 333. We love Sonny. Look, we look. You good. You good in the hood. You can go wherever you want. Hit the corner store at 11 p.m. You straight. Yep.
No, I'm in the house.
You in the house. Yep, you all good. But yeah. So what you think about the stream today? Was anything that stuck out?
I mean, yeah, a lot. I mean, starting with the Ari Lennox, I honestly believe that a lot of women, we want to fix it, right? Mm-hmm. If the guy's nice, if he's all of that stuff, hey y'all, if the guy's nice and all of that, we don't see anything we have to fix, right? But when the guy's kind of toxic, or we definitely, or we think that we can, come in and change him, I think that's the appeal. I think that kind of leads into the point that you make about if the guy's always nice and doing the nice things for his woman, it's like to go start there and then work backwards. She was like, what is this? But if he starts, kind of mean, as I like to call boundaries, and then work his way to maybe giving moments of niceness, it resonates differently. There's a level of appreciation we have for that. So, that's my perspective.
Can I ask you something? Why is it so hard for women to be honest about that? About the fact that they want a man that's 85% a-hole and then 15% compassionate. Why is it so hard to just be real about it, how you just said it?
I don't think we know how to express it. And I think another part is that we focus on what we want and not what we need, right? I think a lot of women don't want to say, I need a man to put his foot down, right? I need him to tell me no, right? I need him to say, no, that's not a good decision. I need him to just be that, because a lot of us believe that I am woman, hear me roar, right? I'm Miss Independent. I don't need nobody. So I think we just kind of live in, unfortunately, I love y'all ladies and y'all know I do. I think women just live in states of delusion. We live in Delulu land a lot of times when it comes to these things. And we see the obvious, right? We see that a man can be firm with us and still be gentle, but we'll reject the firmness, think that we want the gentleness, but then reject the gentleness because then he's, as y'all like to say, the nice guy, the simp, a punk, or whatever else we want to call it, right? I just think we know, right? I don't know how to explain it, but I hope I'm making sense.
No, you listen, you've made more than enough sense. It's crazy because it's like, and I mean this literally, not disrespectfully. It's oxymoronic because you're like, I don't think we know how to express it, but you just expressed it so well.
Classic. You know what's funny? It's funny you say that because one of my favorite phrases is to say, I think I'm a walking hypocrisy and I'm oxymoronish, because I literally can see that from both perspectives. Like, yeah.
But that's objectivity in its purest form. You know what I mean? You're gonna fall into that. Like, you know, someone will be able to piece my videos together, be like, well, you said this, but you said that. Well, what was I talking about that day? Because I'm calling that, you know, I'm calling it how I see it. So if you want to piecemeal it, yeah, I can seem like a hypocrite too. I'm sure. But we do have $9.99 in the chat. Thank you, Momo. Appreciate you. She said for my girl, Sonny, love you, baby. 333. Play that heat for my girl. Well, today I just released a new intro. You know what I'm saying? I just launched it. Did you catch the intro, Sonny?
I did. I loved it.
Okay.
Y'all caught me in my mushy stage. I was all like, oh my gosh, classic.
You was crying. The intro made her cry, chat. Hold on. Hey, classic. I was talking to Tez earlier, and I was like, man, I'm trying to get this intro right. I've been working on it for so long. He's like, I know it's gonna be fire, classic. I know it's gonna be fire. So for the super chat, we're gonna run the intro back again, then we're gonna finish this conversation. Let's get it.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balanced, I started with falling. Started with broke before ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing?
Oh yeah. Appreciate that super chat one more time. Appreciate you, Momo. I did drop the link too if anybody want to come up and holler at me for a minute tonight. Y'all can join Miss Sunny up here with me. But yeah, you were okay. So aside from the Ari Lennox part, because what she said I've known, right? We cracked that code already. It's just I think it's one of those truths that's just hard to accept, but it's a real thing, you know. But moving into the second part was that wasn't the Dave E-Sease and Fabolous, right? That was BenDaDonnn saying that he realized, he learned that your woman could just leave. She, you know, it you might 10 years in, 8, 15, married, unmarried, don't baby mama, kid, it don't, she could wake up, and many men in the chat have testified. Hey fellas, 333 in the chat. If she just up and left one day, if you had that happen to you,
classic.
Like he came to that gross realization. What did you like? Are we all toxic, Sonny? Is it?
Yes.
We fucked
I know we both are stars in Orion's belts, but no, classic. We are both toxic. We are all toxic.
Hey, if you ask me, I'm straight, you know.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Aren't we all? I tell myself that every day. I'm not the problem. I'm never the problem.
It's crazy.
I get that sentiment from BenDaDonnn, and what I think a lot of men need to understand, and I even put it in the chat, I didn't say specifically for men, but I do think it is very important for men to focus on, prioritize their purpose over everything else. Because at the end of the day, men have to, how can I say this? No matter a man's physical stature, right? There's still a part of him that has to develop in order to kind of receive the attention of a woman, if that makes sense, right? A woman is going to naturally get that with her looks and beauty and all that other kind of stuff. So a man has to work for that, right? That takes time. That takes trial and error. That's not something, especially when you're looking at it from a financial perspective, that takes time. When you're talking about a woman coming into your life, keep how I said that, a woman coming into your life, you have to be, your purpose has to be understood. And she also has to understand that your purpose is your purpose and not hers. So, and you also have to understand that when a woman walks away from you, it is most of the time not you, and it is absolutely most of the time her. So you have to understand that there is something that she has to learn how to, she has to get into her healing and learn how to deal with that, right? Because a lot of times I notice that, and I'm going to speak from a woman's perspective, I can't speak from a man's. I think a lot of times we look for our happiness and our contentment externally instead of looking for that internally. So when we are not being externally gratified, you know, under the terms and conditions of what we define as happy, we then reject it. I'm on a camera. That's my baby coming over. Hold on. Sorry, my baby was here.
What's going on, youngin?
He said, hey.
Classic.
See you in the morning. Sorry, y'all. But I think a lot of times we look for our happiness and our contentment and our peace external to ourselves. And we don't want to address the darkness and the inner chaos that we are experiencing. That's why we blame everything outside of us instead of ourselves. We lack accountability. We lack those things because we are choosing to look, we're opting to look externally and not choosing to look internally and address it.
Classic.
You know, I think I said it in so many words a while back on a piece of content that this is why my channel will, you know, stand the test of time. This, I mean, because there's so much duality to being a human being and living the experience of being a human being that we just hate to embrace. We are so enamored with the convenient truths only. You know what I mean? We love all of the convenient truths. Everything that's easy to hear, that's actually a part of reality, you a real one. That's some reals. That's but when it's time to talk about the things that's also true, but hard just to hear, just hard to hear, hard to accept, hard to embrace. We would prefer, we opt for delusion in those moments. And I don't know if that, go ahead.
Can I address two of the chats? Just two.
One?
I don't like looking at the chats when I'm up here, but I saw two that I think is very, I want to address. I think it was C. Breezy said, do men need women or do women need men?
Yeah.
We need both. We need each other. Right? I don't think one needs, that one. Do men need women or do women need men? Both. We both have our purpose in each other's worlds. So I don't think one is greater than or lesser than the other. I think there's an equability, and I say that way for a reason. That we have to understand that balance. It's not about equality, it's about equability. The other chat that I wanted to address, I believe it was the work. And he said he thinks that healing is an excuse.
Hold on.
Okay.
It was more recent. I see it. There you go.
Yeah.
That healing sound like an excuse, respectfully.
And I respect where he's coming from with that, but here's what I always pose to people. And you have a lived experience of this, classic, so you'll be able to, I hope, resonate with this as well. When you break a bone, right? The bone is broken. The bone heals. You can function and do everything on the healed, broken bone, but the bone, you will always remember that the bone was broken, right? So you are not going to do things the same way you did prior to that bone being broken, because you understand the pain, the hurt, the trauma that caused the bone to be broken. Now, healing, I don't believe in healed, because like I gave the scenario with the broken bone, the bone was broken. That trauma is going to live with you for the rest of your life. Whatever caused that break, what might cause it again, there's going to be a level of hesitation, even if it's just for a millisecond, that you're going to stop and pause and do a thing, right? So healing is understand that while I'm in this hesitation, right? I understand why I'm hesitating, because there's a slight hint of fear, of anxiety that's behind me going and re-traumatizing this bone again. But the healing comes from understanding that you learn how to deal with the trigger of that trauma, right? And not just being reactionary to it, but learn how to work through it. So healing may sound like an excuse, because you may have encountered a person who says, well, I'm doing this poor behavior, but you have to work with me because I'm healing. And I get that. But I just think, and people do use that as an excuse, unfortunately, but I just think healing is a thing that's constant. It's not a thing that happens and then just goes away. It's not that definitive. So
you believe in healing and not healed? You don't think anyone's ever healed?
I don't think so. I think people can get to a point where they're healing. Well, they're healing so much that they understand their trigger to the point where they know how to manage it, right? And this is not to say, I mean, if you feel like you're healed, fine, right? But I've had my moments. I've had ups and downs, and I've had those moments when I'm at a low point that I know it triggered a thing, right? It sent me back to a time and a place that I thought that I was quote unquote healed from. And I'm like, I thought I was done. This happened to me 20, 30 years ago. Why am I still here? And that's when I came to the realization that I'm not healed from the thing, especially if that trauma happened to me over X amount of time of my life, right? And it was bad, like a broken bone. I'm not gonna heal from that totally. A part of me is always there's gonna be a moment in time and in my life that's gonna trigger something in me that reminds me of that moment. You know, healing comes with counseling, therapy, and learning how to manage that trigger, that you don't just freeze or react or, bleed on the next person that you have to deal with. So
I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm realizing in real time that the truly healed are the fearless. Because as you're talking about, like, using the analogy of the broken bone, like the broken bone, for example, right? Like I took physical therapy to a whole different level. Like I rehabbed like a dog from my injury, and I think a lot of that was because when I got hurt, like initially, I made up my mind that I was gonna get back all the way right. Like my mind was made up. It wasn't no like my surgery leg has more range of motion than my non-surgery leg. And that's and I'm recovering from a torn patellar tendon. So for those of y'all that don't know, the patellar tendon connects your kneecap to like your lower leg, right? So my kneecap was in my thigh. Just so y'all like, not to be graphic, my kneecap was in my thigh, right? So they had to pull that down, pull my tendon back up, and anchor it together, right? So most people don't get back their range of motion as far as like being able to squat, sit, you know, ass to grass or whatever the case may be, all of that, right? So but part of the reason why I feel like, you know, I know I'm gonna make, because I'm almost back to 100% now, but why I know I'm gonna make a full recovery is because I don't have any fear of re-injury. Anybody that's in the chat that been in the gym with me since I got hurt, which it should be a few people in here. I don't know if Ye's still in here. I don't know if Red's still in here. It's a few, anybody who's been in the gym with me since I got hurt to tell you, like, I'm not in there like I'm worried about getting back hurt at all. To the point where, you know, people that care about me, my homies in the gym, you know what I'm saying? My mama, my pops, my old lady. Yeah, they, my old lady, you not doing too much, are you? I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of them. I'm finna try to run up these stairs. You know, so I think when you're fearless, it applies. I think it applies to more than injury. Sorry for being long-winded, but I think it applies to more than injury is what I'm realizing, Sonny, is that I think that it applies emotionally too. When you get to a point where like, I've dealt with heartache. I've been deceived. I done had my little heart broken. I done been toe up behind it. I done went through the depression of it. I done whatever it was, however you handled your situation emotionally, right? But if you just be like, okay, I went through it, I bounced back, and I'm cool. If you know that you can deal with something and recover from it, why be afraid to go through it again? Like if I tear up my knee again, I'ma just rehab like a dog again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because I was straight last time. So I'm gonna be straight if I gotta go through it again. And I don't think enough people take on that thought process of being flat out fearless. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and whatever happens, happens. And whatever life got for me, I'm gonna stand all the way up in his chest. A lot of people don't approach their life like that. They trying to avoid the next hurdle. I'm trying to make sure I'm strong enough to jump all of it. You see what I'm saying? So it's about mentality, I think, is what it boils down to. And that's why people stop themselves from receiving true, pure healing. Is because they trying to avoid and it's the same thing parents do it with their kids. Try to overly protect them. Let them fall.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Let him fall. He gonna learn. Life finna show him right now. He playing on the couch. Life gonna show him right now. Let him fall. Long as it ain't no sharp corner table right there, let him fall. He be all right. She gonna be okay too. Her too. The little girl she gonna be okay too. Get up. Like you got kids now, grown adults in their 20s that was born in the 2000s. They ain't got no scars on their kneecap. Classic. How you grow to be a grown adult and you ain't skint your knees up. I remember girls used to have to worry about that in their dresses, like trying to get their kneecaps all the way back right from when they was a little kid, because we used to really play. You know what I'm saying? I remember that used to be a thing. Like, girl, you know what I'm talking about, Sonny? Or am I tripping?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all used to have to worry about how y'all knees look because we really played. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like like all of this avoiding the hardships and something rough might come my way. Send it.
Here's the So I think we're saying similar things, just we're stating them differently. Just because I'm saying that it's healing, your fearlessness is your healing, right? That's because you're pushing beyond. You understand the trigger, right? You understand, like, that trigger might not sit with you with some who, like, when you first suffered that injury, that trigger sat with you for a little bit longer, right? You understand that, okay, I'm here right now, right? But that fearlessness is you managing that trigger. You're pushing down the thing that said, you're saying, okay, listen, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to get back to 100% because I'm not going to let the trigger of the thing that happened to injure me to this point get to me. So you're healing from that. You're just going through the process. I just don't. I get why you say that, and I understand your perspective from that, and I respect that, and I see how you think it's a definitive thing, but I think it's constant though. I think it's just something where you're consistently pushing beyond. It's like that when we think about top athletes, right? They play through injuries, they grind it out, they work themselves to a point of exhaustion that most people would be like, ain't no way, right? So I just think that we're in the same lane, maybe. You know what I'm saying? We're saying the similar things, but I like that mentality. But I think a lot of people, when you're saying people, you know, they go through it. People do. Fear keeps people from doing a lot of things. Fear keeps people from pushing past what they think they're capable of doing. And that comes from some of your trauma and all your, you know, stuff, right? And I think that hesitation by moving to the next thing or moving beyond that or jumping back into the relationship or the whatever happened to you is a thing that people are hesitant about. And that's what I'm saying. The trigger is keeping them at that level of hesitation longer than the millisecond, right? They're not just jumping out the gate and like, you know what? I know I've been here before, but I'm just going to do it. I know I've done it before and it didn't work out the first time, you know, so I'm just going to still try it. Maybe not do it the same way, move a little differently, but yeah, I dig it. I like it. So yeah.
It's oftentimes the reason too why I question the average religion, the average religious person's faith. Because
I do too.
Because if you understand that there's something greater on the other side of your life being over, and the worst case scenario to everything you're afraid of is you losing your life, why would you be fearful of anything at all? There's literally no reason. If the worst possible outcome is you losing your life, why would you be afraid of anything at all?
Come on, Deacon.
It doesn't mean that you should be making dumb decisions, but it just means whatever it is that you're trying to do that's progressive in your world. There's some fear of anything holding you back. Humiliation, embarrassment, failure, whatever it is, reliving traumas, whatever it is. Why be afraid at all if you understand that there's something greater than me that got my back? There's something greater than me that's going to hold me down. And should I have an untimely death of some kind? There's thrill seekers in this world that they get off on jumping out of planes that are working. I'm never jumping out of a plane that's operational. That's me. But if you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? You know that there's a risk that something could go wrong, right? But if you got to jump. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to do. So
I think the fear, and I think Drill C is asking a great question too. But I think people fear the repeated action, right? They feel the failure of doing the thing over and over again and continuously failing, right? And they fear what the optics of that looks like. So I don't think. Yeah, and I think people are fearful of, well, if I do this thing and my life does end, right? What have I done? I think the legacy, which I know y'all talked about in one of your other videos, I think it was on Souls of Thought, they talked about legacy.
Yeah.
The fear if I go and do this thing, but I haven't established a legacy, then what do I leave behind if I jump out this plane and fall to my death? I don't have anything left here. So I think it's that fear of the what if, the fear of the optics of if I failed at this thing once, twice, 5 times before, what are the people going to say about me? And the fear of if I do this thing and I completely lose my life in the end, right? Then what have I left to this world? What is my legacy? What does this world have left of me that now that I've taken this risk, you know, and my demise is here. So
you see, but these are great questions that you're posing, but people don't answer them for themselves because the answer is inconvenient. The answer is, if you want to make sure that you leave legacy for when you're gone, the best time to start would have been yesterday. The next best time to start is right now. So you get to it and you stack days and you look up and you're 5 years into something, and now you're elite because you're 10,000 hours into whatever it is you were trying to do. And on top of that, you have a trail of breadcrumbs that you've left behind for anybody that's tied to you or associated to you. So if something happens, they could tap into your greatness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you had to offer to the world will still be useful, for years to come. We're creating a digital legacy right now as we speak. That's what Souls and them was just talking about, right? The digital legacy. It is what it is. And I think not enough people take it serious enough, and they know that they don't take it serious enough, but they won't say that they don't take it serious enough, but they know it on the inside. And that's why they have the fear. People fear stuff based on how they deal with themselves internally.
Right. But I think this kind of goes back to you and Tez's and live today. When he talked about victimhood, he called it victimness. I call it victimhood. And I think that people love staying in a state of victimhood, right? Because it's the woe is me. It's the, well, they couldn't do it because, his thyroid, or he couldn't do it because his bad knee. Classic broke that knee that one good time, right? So people will keep themselves in this proverbial state of victimhood because they believe it justifies them not pushing beyond their limitedness in their own mind, limitedness in their own mind, right? So if I continuously tell myself that I can't do a thing, then I'm not going to do it, and then I continue to give myself excuses, where does that leave me, right? I'm the victim. I can't do it. My pinky toe, I'm a pound over I'm a pound over the weight that I thought I was going to be. I didn't see the results that I wanted in the first 6 months of being in the gym, so I'm gonna just eat the cake, And I think a lot of times we sit with that because it's easier. What you did takes fight. What you did, it's not even about, I don't even think it's about fearlessness. It's just simple fight. It's the simple fight to fight your brain saying, no, what you're doing is not safe. And believe it or not, that is scientifically proven that your brain tells you that if you're doing a thing outside of what it's used to, your normal, it's going to trigger that as a danger. And it's going to keep you in this state of comfortability. I can't talk, y'all.
Comfortability. You good.
There we go. Thank you. Keep you in that state of fear, and it keeps you in that state of, I'm going to stay here because this is safe, right? It's the moment when you push beyond that, when you be like, no, brain, we're not doing this. We're gonna move past this, and we're gonna keep going. That's when your brain chemistry starts to change, and then your brain now sets a different bar for yourself, and so on and so forth. So
yeah, a lot of things, I think I was saying it yesterday on the stream, is that we don't exercise our choice enough. A lot of these things are decisions. Your mentality is a choice. You know what I'm saying? You have to, and you can fortify yourself too. You have people who are wimps. They go into the military and they get toughened up because they have no choice at all. You can be as afraid as you want. You could be literally peeing down your leg, and they gonna make you, go get through this basic training. You gonna, take this pepper spray to the face and run through this. You gonna walk with this backpack, will get toughened up, and you can do it. It's a choice. And that's why when I see men making choices to be wimps, when I see men making choices to, like when I see it, I don't really have any. It's just like, bro, you get the results you get. Until you toughen up, until you realize that life's tough and you need to get a helmet, until you realize that you're going to continue to suffer, bro. Life, like, nice guys finish last at absolutely everything. And I don't even know why people still signing up to be nice guys. And I think it's because they listen to disingenuous women. I do. Like Ari Lennox told the truth. If every woman spoke like Ari Lennox, would any man choose to be that good guy she's passing on? No, we wouldn't. But they don't. They tell us, oh, no, that's not true. Like, don't listen to that. Like, you know, being nice is fine. And, you know, it's okay. And blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, people like you are the topic of the group chat. So it's crazy. I want to run through some of these comments before we wrap up for the night. The chat has had a lot to say. The work said, good analogy, but wouldn't that mean we are all healing from life experiences?
Yes.
Is there a difference between healing and growth?
I think they run parallel.
Yeah, I think they hand in hand. But a broken bone heals stronger. But I see your point, because some wounds are different and require more time. So I guess healing is a never-ending process. Let's see. C Breezy said, unless you got arthritis, he is the baddest person in the world. Drill said, no, I don't have arthritis. Let's see. Drill said, I'm the type to take a loss and dig heels further into my movement and direction. Yep. Drill said the fastest way through a storm is to go straight through it. That's a fact. Rigid Vibration said, glad you say that. Drill said, I would say they're too attached to this life and not rooted in faith. Tez Down said, yes, but if you believe in the afterlife, your legacy on earth wouldn't matter one bit. Fair point. Casual Germ, get the likes up. Tez Down said, victimness is an identity. Victimhood is a mentality. What up? Correct me if I'm wrong, podcast. Red said, I once heard a preacher say, we should live our lives preparing to die, meaning if you know heaven is waiting for you, be fearless on earth. More people should try it. Henny Cigars. Swimming in the ocean and jumping out of planes are things I never do. LOL. I respect God's boundaries. I swim in the ocean like I definitely be swimming in the ocean like I'm one of the fish, but jumping out of an operation.
Wade in the water.
Yeah, I'll be chilling. I really do be chilling. I'll be swimming way out there, but he's right though. It's heavy. The ocean is heavy. It's very heavy. You got to be strong. Tez Down said, my brain doesn't work that way. It pushes me out into the unknown because it enjoys adventure. Yeah. Casual Germ said, body aches and pains and mental struggle is how we evolve to this point in human history. We can't grow without struggle. That's a fact. What up, Germ? Drell said, I also think there's a difference between nice and good. Me too. Germ said, yeah, arthritis in the Chicago winter sucks. Yeah, my knee definitely feel different with the weather these days, but we operational. Tez Down said both are fun. Yeah. Swimming in the ocean is dope. I'm not jumping out of a plane though. You got it, boss. I can't fly. I can swim. I can't.
Y'all got it.
Yeah, I can't fly. But the ocean will let you know. Even when you're swimming in it successfully, it will let you know. Just the weight of it will let you know. I can take you up out of here whenever I'm ready.
Yeah,
a little riptide. We can get you going. You know what I'm saying? But did you have anything for the people? I know you getting ready to run. You starting your channel up. How's that going?
That's why I didn't want to come up here. I was pulling some clips.
And working.
Somebody was in the chat like, why don't you just shut up? And I was like, okay. All right. I'm gonna hush.
Wow.
I won't be up there no more.
Who said that?
His name was Gunter C or something like that.
Wait, who stream were you on?
I think I was on the one. It was the one I didn't put my camera on, and I was on with N2D. That was the 5-hour one.
Gunter is a troll.
Oh,
Gunter is a local. Yeah, Gunter's our local neighborhood troll. You can't take Gunter. No. He's one of our few grandfathered in trolls. Yeah, Gunter's not a serious person.
Gotcha. So here's what I'll say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all the panels that I've been on with the RSC, I had never watched them to be on. I had everybody else watch them. I sent them to people and had them watch them. The first time I actually sat and watched any of them was when I was clipping up my videos. And I think I don't know if I shared this with you all before, but this is me pushing myself past things that I'm not comfortable with. I am a horrible introverted extrovert. You get me in a small room with people I'm comfortable with, or just a group of people, I will work the room. But putting myself into sorry about my angle, I'm holding my phone tonight.
You good?
Putting myself on the internet is something that I was very uncomfortable with, just simply because there's a part of me that felt, I'm not going to say it feels like, that I felt like, well, if I get into this space, am I going to expect people to accept me? Mm-hmm. And then I had to sit with that for a little bit, because I'm like, come on. People don't accept you in your everyday life. Why would you think you're about to get on the interwebs with people who are just hell bent on being a contrarian? And no matter if you say the sky is blue, they're going to walk out and say, no, it's not. It's periwinkle. So I had to kind of deal with that. And I purposely got on I think I was on Philosophical, and I think I mentioned this before. I just got up there to just do it, right? Because I was pushing myself beyond that fear of being seen. I used to tell people I was the wallflower. I was the girl sitting in the corner. I wasn't, the one that made the pronouncement when she walked in the room. I was the little shy kid in the back. I didn't want to be, and a part of me just didn't want to be seen. So for me to even get up here and speak in this space is a lot for me, because if you notice, I'm like, y'all see, am I tracking? Y'all following me? Does that make sense? Those are just my ways, because, in my mind, I have been conditioned to believe that when I talk to people that I sound like the Charlie Brown teacher. So I was like, well, let me make sure I articulate myself well and not babble on like sometimes I do. So yes, this is me popping my proverbial internet cherry to get out here. So yeah.
Well, listen, you are welcome with open arms through here. The chat through. You see they lit up when you came in here. Tez let you know. He said Gunter is never serious unless you're talking crazy about classic. Then he's a sniper. Yeah, Gunter cool people. Gunter might not even been talking about you too, because we don't disrespect women in my chat. We already we can have our.
Oh, he was talking about me. He called me by my name. Oh yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh, he said your name. Hey, next time we see Gunter in the chat, let's hit him with a little timeout. Let him know we not playing with him. Let him know we not Gunter. We looking for you, Gunter. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pay for that. Don't worry about it, Sonny. He gonna pay for that. We'll get him situated. Black Mona said, "You do it well, Sonny." Yeah, they're encouraging you. Look. Roxy says, "Sonny, talk, please." Yeah, they rocking with you. You good? They good. You good. Yeah.
Y'all just bear with me. I am working through it. I work long days, so a lot of it is just finding the time to do it. I was actually working on some stuff on my page before I even saw your live. So I'm getting there. Y'all bear with me. I'm working on it. So hopefully I have at least the clips up, and then I have some other stuff that I'm planning out. So just hang in there.
It's all good. Hey, look, when you ready, you let us know. We ready for you. Ted said, do what you do, ignore the garbage, and love using your voice. You got this. Yep. And you listen.
That.
And if you need some protection, I got a legion of angels. Chat 333. If it's somebody in your chat playing crazy, I'll send a whole swarm over there. We can get you know what I'm saying? We can get them situated quick. You know what I mean? Quan, what up? We got Sports Stream coming tomorrow. Quan, Sports Stream. We talking boxing tomorrow. It's a lot going on.
And just one other thing I wanted to say too. I was watching you and Tez early. I was watching the replay. Tez got my heartstrings early today too. And classic, it was an orange. I saw an orange.
It was an orange. It was an orange. But it resembled. We had too much fun in public. Too much fun.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, but we gonna wrap this up. For the sake of today being the first day that we launched the new intro, we gonna outro it with the intro as well. But if y'all don't do nothing else, for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. Tap in with the Raw Society Coalition. I am 1/5 of the coalition. She said, Kira said, let's get it, Sonny. We here for it. Yeah, see what I'm saying? This ain't we changing this little corner of YouTube. We changing it. You know what I'm saying? We changing it because for so long, I think I don't know where it came from because I wasn't even around this whole like Fight Club and the panels and the argument debating culture. I guess that started during the pandemic or whatever the case may be, but I wasn't privy, right? I wasn't involved. I wasn't around during that time. So I guess there's a lot of content creators in this particular space of YouTube that come from that culture. And so their only talent is bickering with one another. You know what I'm saying? And here on the Classic Codes, as you can see, like, we actually have real like subject matter and substance and things that we could talk about each day and push forward and peel back layers in conversation. And I think it's helping us all. And I know it's helping me. Y'all are helping me learn all the nuances of being an individual, right? Because we discuss generalizations a lot. All of us do. That's what we start with, right? And then we start peeling back the layers and we like, okay, it could be this way. It could be that way. It depending on this, depending on that. And I think ultimately, even though earlier in the chat, everybody didn't sound gracious at all, I think it's made all of us a little more gracious.
Classic. Right.
Because even me just doing my it makes me stop for a second and be like, we said, Quan said, Classic, you was Lakeisha Keisha. What you mean? I know her channel, but what you mean? I was Lakeisha Keisha. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mona Lisa said it's Black Mona said it's refreshing. Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, I think that we're creating. I don't want to say I don't even know if there really is a safe space anywhere, but we're creating a somewhat of a safe platform where, like yourself, in Too Deep, he said my stream was the first one he ever came up on. Like, I think we're creating a platform where people with opinions who generally keep themselves kind of tucked away, they feeling like, you know what, I could pop out and say something. Because, there is people who interested in some real conversation without it turning into a kerfuffle. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing. So I think you can only get away with that, though, if people know you dangerous, right? Like, you can't come to this space and just be completely peaceful without somebody trying you unless they know you can handle it. You know what I mean? And I think myself, Tez, Uncle Plug, and Souls, we've shown that we can handle it. So we free and clear out here. This shit is like high school, and we walk in the hallways freely, and we with you. So when you start your channel up, you got the same protection over you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And please, if anybody, y'all, please shoot. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm always looking for subject matters to talk about. I'm trying to stay away from like the relationship stuff because I'm just kind of over it, but I'll talk about it. But even like if you have subject matters or things that you would like to see me discuss, with people, I'm gonna have people on my channel. So yeah, I would love suggestions as well. So okay. But yes, I appreciate it. And I enjoy all of y'all's content. I try to catch up, and if I don't get to be active in the night when I'm, to watch it, I always try to catch the replay, but y'all put this stuff out rapid fire. My God. I love it though, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's good stuff. And to your point, when you watch so much garbage on the internet, it is refreshing to come over and just see some level of debate, true debate, not arguing, not fussing, but true debate with some level of intellectualism behind it and some level of thought. And it's not just well, women ain't this and men ain't that either. So where does that leave us? At least you're saying, okay, well, we've already discovered that. So now we need to kind of find this middle ground. Let's play in this gray area and see how we can manage that and come together, because like I said, at the end of the day, we need each other. I don't care, if you can buy it or if you can pass yourself around to several different people, we still need each other. So That is all. I'm gonna hush because I know I'll talk on for another.
You good? You good? Kira said, yeah, they got a hold of YouTube and turned it into something I never thought would be. And the monetization doesn't help. This definitely feels like a safe space, though. Good work, Classic, and the RSC. We much appreciate it. Much appreciated for sure.
Classic.
Yeah, I realized it too. I'm like, man, like, cause you know what you like when you making so much content, you scour sometimes and look for like different things that you want to, you know, tap into and talk about. And I'm just like, it's just a bunch of panels of a bunch of grown men going back and forth about a whole bunch of nothing. And it's like, man, and they literally they bicker with each other. Come on, man, you know, and they talking over each other. You gonna let me get a word in? Can I finish? I like that. It's 10 men on the panel. There's 10 men on the panel. And 8 hoes. Sorry.
No, you good
sorry,
because it does. It's funny because it's like you sit and you watch it, right? And it's like, man, you being feminine. And I'm like, all of y'all being feminine. At this point, the very thing that y'all will chastise a woman about, you are sitting here doing the same thing. And I'm going, so who's the feminine one? I mean, I've seen women go harder than some of y'all men on these topics. And y'all over here like, oh, hey, bro, you won't let me talk. Well, y'all ain't nobody talking. Ain't nobody making sense. So it's, like I said, it's refreshing to have the RSC.
I'm sorry, Sonny. I'm sorry. Lakeisha covered me. Lakeisha covered. Send me that. Lakeisha covered me.
I didn't see it. I've caught a couple of her videos. I didn't see it.
Hey, somebody seen me on Lakeisha page. Send that to me. Shout out to Lakeisha. I ain't got no beef with her or none of that. She used some of my content. That's what's up. Was it old? Am I late? How that didn't get to me? She got a lot of subs. Shout out to Lakeisha. Go ahead, Sonny. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You're fine. You're fine. When he mentioned that earlier, I was like, I didn't see you on Lakeisha, but no, but I'm just saying it is refreshing to have found this space at the time that we did, even though it was off of a gossipy topic. It was still even that discussion of that topic, right? That conflict. There was still more of a discussion than everybody picking a side and going, well, you know, he was right and he was wrong and he should have did this. We looked at it and said both of them look bad. How about that? How about they both look bad? You know what I mean? How about nobody was winning in this situation and it was a lose-lose for everybody? So it's refreshing to see this kind of content. And I think, you know, it's important for us as viewers, as the audience, to support in all facets, financially, views, you know, all of it. Share the link, share the videos, hype the videos, because the way we drown out the bullshit is to continuously push up the good shit.
Classic.
Facts.
So
Anthony Cutter said that's why Ugly Money Podcast got that mute button. Quan said, Quan, drop the link in the Discord, brother. Yeah, please. Shout out to Lakeisha if she covered me. Because I haven't even been, and I know she was covering the Anton stuff. So I wonder what she did to me because I don't feel like I talked about him for a while. So I just wondering what's going on. But yeah, I definitely want to see what she did for sure. Quan said it was an old video. You was on the Anton panel with Jazz. Oh, wow. She pulled up the old video of me on the Anton panel with Jazz. But they didn't really talk about nothing crazy that night, though. I wonder what her angle was for using that. Interesting. I gotta watch that. That's what's up, Quan. Appreciate you letting me know, though. Ted said still drop that. Yeah. I'll check the Discord. Yeah. We want to see that for sure. Yeah, a lot of people don't know I was on Anton panel just one time. But I didn't get to talk much because it was some there's a man, I think he lived in like a different country, like Portugal or something. His face is like real inflamed. I don't be saying the names I don't be saying the names of clowns, but like his face is like inflamed. Yeah, and like he was hogging the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was on the panel, like he was hogging the ball. It was, and that's why with my panels I let everybody talk. You know what I'm saying? Because like what's the point of 8 of us sitting up here and then like you would notice for like 3 hours, 3 people on the panel haven't said nothing. They just sitting there. Yeah, like what's the so Ted said respectfully or disrespectfully, I am not with AR with the BS, and though many have not prevailed, I like my odds of winning. Yeah, Quan said she was covering how Jazz was going at Anton. Oh, okay, yeah, she did challenge him. But they weren't talking about like relationship stuff that night, though, not for real. Ted said the circus dude doesn't want smoke. Nah. Don't speak at of Beetlejuice. Yeah. But yeah, make sure y'all take a screenshot of the screen in 3, 2, 1. This is the Raw Society Coalition. Go ahead, take a screenshot of the screen. This is the whole team. Like Sonny just pointed out to y'all, if you subscribe to all these channels, you'll probably get more content than you can handle on a week-by-week basis. Follow the Raw Society Coalition page. Follow myself at the Classic Codes. Also, tomorrow, we streaming on the sports channel. Everybody who love to talk that good boxing, slide over to Classic Code Sports. Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain, and the Tez Down. That's the whole team. So take a screenshot of the screen and tap in with us. You know what I mean? And get in tune, man. We get you through your work week, get the truck drivers through them 300-mile burns, and everybody gonna be all good. Let's see. Oh, no problem. For sure. But yeah, man, if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing?